thought it wasn't going to come on today. It was telling me I needed to reconnect. Hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday. Hump day. Every time I think of hump day, and this is not going to affect anybody but my brother, Gerald Brown. Some of y'all call him Bo. But I remember, for some reason, every time I hear hump day, I hear him doing this Andy Gump bang, Kippers, Jacobson, Randy Brown. I don't know why. That was just a little humor in the beginning to get your hump day started. But yes, he would always Andy Gump and Kippers. But anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Most people that know me know I love acting silly and I love to sing, even though I can't. So don't think that I'm out here trying to get me a good old record deal. I just like having fun. And I think that we all should. I think that we all should. Because I remember a time that I couldn't even fake a smile. They tried. There was this photographer who tried. But anyway, I digress. I am here to talk about women in history, women in my history, and how those women helped to transform my life. And these women that I'm going to talk about today came through or by way of my Sistas at Heart. We started that many years ago, calling ourselves Sistas at Heart. Sisters, not sister. Sistas at Heart. And we have remained a part of each other's lives all of these years. And I mentioned these 4 women in this post, in this live, because each one of them touched me in some kind of way that was able to form who I am today. Either by me having conversations with them, by me talking to them, by them talking to our mothers talking to each other, them loving on Xavier. Anyone knows how to get to me. Either you heard Xavier and that won't be good, or you love Xavier and baby you got me. And these women loved Xavier. And so I wanted to salute Dorothy Stewart, who is one of my sisters. She is the mother of Charise Stewart, and I call Charise my sandbox friend because she is my friend who has been with me the longest. We've been friends since kindergarten, and she is my sandbox friend. She is part of my bestie crew. She is part of my Sistas at Heart. She is part of my life. And I remember, some instances with her family. I remember Christmases with my family. We had Christmas early, and we all lived in the same neighborhood. We are from South Central Los Angeles before they changed it to South LA. We are from South Central Los Angeles. We were raised in South Central Los Angeles, and we survived. And so I remember Christmases when Xavier was born. We would have Christmas. Me and Xavier would have Christmas with our biological family early, and we would have dinner and we would open up gifts and have ourselves a good old time with our biological family. And then I would go over to Charise's house with her family, Xavier and I, and then they would have gifts for him as well. And so they loved on Xavier, and that made my heart smile. And Miss Stewart now, when I call her and she says, "Oh, hi, my daughter," when she answers the phone, and she has no idea how that makes me feel. And so I often tell all of them, thank you for allowing your mothers to love me. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your family. So Miss Stewart, Miss Dorothy Stewart, I salute you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for encouraging me to continue to get my degree. I remember talking to her, and she would always say, you still in school, right? Because you're going to finish this time. And that's what mothers do, right? That's what mothers do. So I salute you, Miss Dorothy Stewart, for loving me and for allowing me to be another one of your daughters. And then there is Evelyn Riley. We call her Bama. Some call her Vo, but we call her Bama, and she is the mother of Katrina Walker Donelson. And again, these are all my bestie crew, my sisters at heart, right? Trina and I became friends in the 5th grade. So I'm giving you a history, y'all. I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to see these little girls who grew up together to be where we are today. I want y'all to see that, right? Because there are a lot of people who do not have this type of friendship. And trust me when I tell y'all that when y'all meet some of the other people on here, y'all, there's another friend that's gonna come. And I just be throwing this out there, people that they don't even know. But Jean Harris is another one that God has given me. I did not get a chance to meet her mother, but I know that she is someone who loved her mother. And so, but because of her mother, Jean is here is part of my life. And Jean is going to be a live interview, right? So when I talk about Jean and the things that she has done, Miss Retired Jean Harris, she's going to be a live interview, but I digress. So I have so many people that have formed a part of my life. These ladies today, though, are the parents of those individuals. And so I was talking about Bama, who is Evelyn Riley, who is the mother of Katrina Walker Donelson. And she is so soft-spoken, and her smile is so contagious. And if I tell you these women, I mean, Bama, and I'll get to Roro, who is Rosie Monday, will call my mama. And we wouldn't even know that they were talking to each other, but they would have had conversations, right? So I love how Bama loved them babies, and how she loved Katrina and Bill and Chris. And I thank you, Bama, for being a part of my life and allowing me to be a part of your life. We have Roslan Monday, well, Rosie Monday, who we call Roro. Roro is no longer with us, but we thank God for who she was. Again, she was a babysitter. And if you had to hear her say, "Hey, love. Hey, my love." And Rosalind has that same spirit as Roro does. And again, another one that would be talking to my mother and never knew that they were talking, right? Who does that? Who raises kids that the mothers talk to each other? Who does that? But they did. They did. Bama and Rosie, Roro would call mom, and they would have conversations with each other, and we'd find out later on that they had been talking. And so I thank God for Roro, and her and mom, I'm sure, having conversations now in heaven. And then like me and Roslan, I believe Roslan and I met in the 8th grade at Drew. Shout out to the Drew Royals. And then there is Sandra Dillings, who is Nicky Pittman's mother. And we had a conversation about Sandra this weekend, and we would say, "Oh man, being good morning, Mark." That's one of my brothers. That is the husband of my sis Jean Harris. Have a great day. Have a great day. We were talking about how we wanted to hang out with Sandra. Sandra was, I think, one of our youngest moms, and we loved the way Sandra would dress. She had style. She was just doing it, right? And so Nicky came to us, not came to us, but she became part of our Sistas at Heart in the 9th grade at Drew. And all of us, we have remained together all of these years, right? And I thank God for the moms. I thank God for the moms, because there are times where, okay, get mad at me if you want to. There are times that our mothers kind of worked the nerve. Yeah, they did. They kind of worked the nerve. But because of the things that they did, or the things that they said to us, we're here. We are here today because of the mothers that we have. And I thank God for him putting each one of them in my life, because each one of them taught me something. Each one of them taught me something. So I thank you, Miss Dorothy Stewart. I thank you, Miss Evelyn Riley. I thank you, Miss Rosie Monday. And I thank you, Miss Sandra Dillon, for your daughters. I thank you for your daughters, and for giving me a part of history, and for allowing them to be a part of my life. Because without you, I would not have them. So I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. So again, everyone, this is my way. This is my way. No one else's. This is my way of doing history. Women in history. But like I said before, there are some unsung women out there in history that no one talks about. No one ever talks about these women because they weren't famous. They weren't in entertainment. They weren't politicians. They weren't people that you saw in the limelight. And if I tell you, they okay. They were okay with loving on their kids. They were okay with loving on their kids. So that's it for me today. I want to thank you for listening. Love on the people in your history. If your mom is still here with you, love on her. If she is not here with you, salute her. Salute her. Let everybody know what an amazing person she was in history. That's it for me today. Thank you for hanging with us, sister. I want to say thank you for rolling with us, sister, and then thank you for letting us, sister, roll. Anyway, that's it. Until, have a super terrific, amazing day on purpose, because I will be watching. Because we support those who believe they could, but struggle with if they should. And baby, the transformation will be televised. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.